Welcome to 10-Minute Pay-Per-Click, your guide to generating local high-quality leads with Google AdWords advertising. This podcast is sponsored by Ad Machines, the place to go to elevate your pay-per-click performance. And here's your host, Steve Teneriello, local lead generation expert and author of the Google AdWords Survival Guide. Steve helps local businesses unleash the power of Google AdWords and creates advertising systems that deliver consistent, high-quality leads at predictable costs. He's the guy to call when you need to eliminate advertising waste and improve your return on ad spend.
Hey, welcome back to 10-Minute Pay-Per-Click. I'm Steve Teneriello, your pay-per-click guy. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about your ads. Everything that goes into a Google ad. Google's released some pretty exciting changes to the way they serve up ads. There's a lot of features that you can build into ads to make them really effective. I'm going to show you everything that we do here at Ad Machines to increase our clients' click-through rate and get them more traffic from the opportunities that are already coming through their market. So let's go ahead and dig in.
Okay, the next question you want to ask as you go through your account audit is, am I using all of Google's ad features? Am I using everything that's available to me to help me convert more traffic and get more leads? And I'm going to walk you through the anatomy of a Google ad. This is a typical ad that we may run for a plumbing company in any given market. And I'm going to talk you through all the different features you can implement and strategically how to use these features to help you improve your conversion. So first and foremost, if you were to strip this down to the basic ad, it's going to include this first line, the second line, and call now for instant pricing. And that's it. You get those three lines. That's your basic ad with Google. And I'm showing you the basic ad. There's also expanded text ads, which was recently released. But I'm going to walk you through the components here. I'm also going to talk you through the direct response techniques that we work into the ad. So first and foremost, the first tip here is if you're a top spender in your market and you're always in that first position, starting at $9.97 installed is actually the second line in a normal ad. If you add this period to it and you have enough bid weight behind you, you'll actually look a little bit different compared to your competitors in that first spot. And that's why we put that period in there, so we can actually take that second line and move it up to the first line and get more real estate, and that actually will help you with conversion. So that's why we do that. You'll notice I have a direct offer in this ad copy, water heater pricing or prices starting at $9.97 installed. Call now for instant pricing. I have some urgency baked into it. I know that when people type in prices, they want instant answers, so we're giving them instant feedback, and this is gonna translate into a pretty qualified call and opportunity. The second line here, samedaytanks.com/instant pricing. Same thing. Pricing is in here. We're looking at 3 times. 4 times if you consider the financing, and that's the search term that we wrote this ad for, water heater prices, right? So that pricing is in there 3 different times, and we really want to hit home to the searcher that they've come to the right ad. All right. This feature here, this is your call extension. There's 2 ways to do this. You can use your own lines, or you can use Google provided lines. I like to use our own lines here at Ad Machines because our clients own their call tracking lines. So Google will serve up a line. You don't necessarily own that line, and it's hard to transfer that line if you were to ever leave Google. And clients may write that phone number down, so you may lose that client. So you always want to use your own tracking lines. Besides, sometimes Google, if they serve up their own phone numbers, which you can order, typically you may see an 800 number here and there. So I like to give a local phone number based on the city that I'm targeting. Local since 1978, all sizes in stock, extended warranties. This is called a call out, and think of it as a subhead in a title. It reinforces the ad. And here I'm trying to build some trust, local since 1978. I'm also talking to somebody who may have some questions about water heaters, all sizes in stock, and extended warranty. So there's some differentiating factors here. So as a homeowner, I know if I call this company, they have what I need, and I'm going to have the ability to really get some protection on my investment. Okay. The next section here is types. This is called the snippet. We like to use this a lot. This is another reinforcing tool to the ad. And typically, what we'll do here is we will list specific elements related to the type of product or service. So in this case, water heaters, we have gas, electric, tankless, on demand, 40 gallon, 50 gallon, 80 gallon. So it's very specific. Nowhere in this ad do you see drain cleaning, do you see sump pumps, do you see water filtration. Everything is very specific to water heaters. And that's because we know the search intent that triggered this ad is for a water heater purchase. So you want to use all of this to your advantage and really spend the extra time in developing a nice ad that's relevant to that term. And when you do that, you're going to get a better qualified lead. This next section is called a site link. And you can show as many as you want. Usually Google will serve one or two. Now, Google up until just recently would kind of pick and choose what they would show here. Two things have happened. They've eliminated the right-hand side of ads, and they're giving you more real estate with expanded ads. So they've come out and basically said the more site links that you set up and the higher that you bid, the more real estate you're going to get. And if you're a top advertiser in the market and you implement all these features, you're going to take up a lot more space. And as a result, you're going to increase your performance. Because really, at the end of the day, it comes down to how much space. And when you do take up that space, does it make sense, right? So here's your site links. Live answer when you call. Extended hours today through 7 p.m. Call for flexible same-day service. Now, if this was a water heater repair call and it happened between the hours of 2 and 5, my ad may say, call before 6 o'clock for your water heater repair today. So you can change these site links on the hour. You can change them by time of day, and we do a lot of that with the different campaigns that we manage. Instant approval financing, payments as low as $49 a month, zero down, no interest. So that's just an example of how we would use a site link in this situation, especially if I had a price conscious type of prospect. They may not have the upfront investment, so you can get them approved for financing if you offer financing. So that's an option. Now, you'll also notice this star ranking here. These are coming directly from the client's Google reviews. And what you need to do in order to activate that is enable your location extensions, which you'll find directly in the ad section. And you have to link up your Google My Business profile. And once you do that, you're now eligible to show your reviews. Now, Google, from what we've seen, will only show reviews some of the time, and you have to have a good review profile, and you have to have more than 20 to 25 reviews. Those are typically the unwritten rules of getting a review up there. And once you get it up there, it really stands out compared to everybody else. Also, is a good practice, every time you receive 100 impressions to this kind of ad, you want to change it up. You never want to run the same ad and just keep it flat. So here we'll test the numbers. We'll go from 997 to 999 to 989, maybe 1255. Just really depends on the client and how they want to position their products and services. And we'll change the pricing. We'll change call now for instant pricing. We might change that to say call now for pricing today. Okay. And as you go through that process of split testing your ads, you're going to start to see your click-through rate actually improve over time, because you can run an active split test at any time with Google, and it's automated, and Google will pick and choose the ads that are performing the best, and that's what they want. They want really relevant ads to satisfy their customers, who are the searchers. That's a very detailed best practice that you want to implement. Not a lot of companies do it. When we do it in a competitive situation, it works really well. That's what we do on a weekly basis for our clients. Any keywords that get more than 100 impressions, we're constantly split testing those ads to yield a better result. We're testing the bid rates, we're testing the ads, all in an effort to reduce the cost per call and get a better click-through rate. So there you have it. That's the anatomy of an ad. Those are all the features that you can work into your ads today. It's not going to cost you any more money to do that. All it will do, if you do this smart and strategically, you're gonna get a better result.
You've been listening to 10-Minute Pay-Per-Click. For more episodes like this one, visit 10minutepayperclick.com and discover proven lead generation strategies, performance optimization tips, and free resources.